back and address these things of Esau, which was him marrying leprous Canaanite women, the dukes things, because they say, well, who else in the earth besides the so-called white man and them folks in London calling themselves dukes? You know what I'm saying? So I guess Boss Hogg and them, Daisy Duke, and them is you know what I'm saying? Yeah, jump in the car. I guess that's them too. Which again don't make no sense.
Go to Genesis 15 and 18. Genesis chapter 15 and verse 18.
The book of Genesis.
Matter of fact, stop. Let's hold your finger at Genesis 15 and grab Genesis 28. I'm sorry, 27 real quick. And then we're gonna get a couple of scriptures and then we're gonna flip back. 27 and verse 20.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 25. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless you. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank.
Okay, so this is Isaac after he put on the goat hair like Esau and cooked the venison for him. But I'm sorry, this is Jacob when he did this for Isaac, right? Jump down to verse 28.
Verse 28. Therefore, Yahuwah give you all of the dew of Shamaim, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine.
Okay, so this is the blessing that Isaac gave unto Jacob. Let's jump down to verse 38.
Verse 38. And Esau said to his father, have you one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac his father answered and said to him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the dew of the earth, and the dew of the Shamaim from above.
Okay, so that's the blessing that he gave unto Esau. I just want to hit that real quick because he gave Jacob land, which was the fatness of the earth, and Esau land, which was the fatness of the earth as well. We're going to come back here, but I just wanted to show that real quick as a precursor. We're going to hit Genesis 15 and 18.
The book of Genesis, chapter 15 and verse 18. In the same day, Yahuwah made a covenant with Abram.
Made a covenant with who?
With Abram.
Saying what?
Saying, unto your seed have I given this land.
Unto who?
Unto your seed have I given this land.
Have I given this land, read?
From the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates.
Okay, so unto your seed have I given this land. Can y'all see that highlighted portions on that? From the river of Egypt here, all the way into the river Euphrates here. You see what's between those lands, what's between those rivers. All this land that's between there, the Most High made a covenant with Abram to give all those lands unto the seeds of Abraham. Y'all see that? Okay. Now let's go to Genesis 17.
Which Saudi Arabia is this land. Is in the middle of it.
Yeah, right in the middle. Arabia, and of course, y'all know that the Suez Canal wasn't there, right? That was man-made canal. But that wasn't there. This was all connected, right? Okay. So let's go to Genesis 17 and verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 17 and verse 1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahuwah appeared to Abram and said to him, I am the Almighty Elohim. Walk before me and be you perfect.
Be you perfect. Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be a father of many nations.
So you shall be a father of many nations, and my covenant that I made was with you, which we just saw the covenant was that Abraham was supposed to circumcise his sons, but he was given all the seed of Abraham, all of this land here that I just showed you, right? Jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8. And I will give to you and to your seed after you the land wherein you are a stranger.
And I will give to you and your seed after you that land which I just showed you. Keep going.
All the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession.
For how long?
For an everlasting possession. And I will be their power.
Okay, jump down to verse 9. Keep reading.
And the Most High said to Abraham, you shall keep my covenant, therefore.
What?
You shall keep my covenant, therefore. And you and your seed after you in their generations.
So not just you, but your seed after you shall keep my covenant. Keep going. Verse 20.
Verse 20. As for Ishmael, behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
So your son Ishmael, I'm going to make him a great nation. Verse 21.
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
But what?
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, with Sarah, which Sarah shall bear unto you at this set time in the next year.
Okay, so but my covenant I'm going to establish with Isaac. I'm going to make Ishmael a great nation. But with my covenant, I'm going to establish with Isaac. Let's go to Genesis 25. Because we got to understand that when Ishmael was given his portion of his inheritance, it was a part of the portion that the Most High made with Abraham in this same land, right? Okay, let's go Genesis 25 and verse 5.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 5. And Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac.
He did what?
He gave all that he had unto Isaac. But unto the sons of the concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from his son.
Let me say something. Now, you see what I just said? Read that again about Ishmael. Isaac, rather.
But unto the sons of the concubines. Oh, hold on, wait.
Yes, sir.
Verse 5. But Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
To who?
To Isaac.
Gave all that he had unto Isaac, and did what to the other ones?
But to the sons of the concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts.
So the rest of them, he gave all that he had to Isaac, but to the rest of them, he gave them gifts, and did what else to them?
And sent them away.
And sent them away. So imagine how the other children feel about this. Because it's like, this one is special, and he just sent us away. He gave us something and sent us out.
Right.
So this is how Psalms 83 actually comes into fruition, because it's showing you that it's a jealousy thing that's going on. All right, go ahead.
But sent them away which direction?
And sent away from Isaac his son while he yet lived. Eastward.
Eastward, right? So they eastward, because all that Abraham had was this land between the two rivers. He sent them eastward, past there. So you got Iran and all of these different lands and that's eastward, past where the portion of land that the Most High had given to Abraham. Let's go to Genesis 27. Start back at verse 25.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 25. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless you. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said,
He did what?
And blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is the smell of a field, which Yahuwah have blessed. Therefore, Yah give you of the dew of the Shamaim,
Of the dew of the Shamaim, keep going.
and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine.
Keep going.
Let people serve you,
Let people serve you, read.
and nations bow down to you. Be master over your brethren.
Over who?
Over your brethren. And let your mother's son bow down to you.
And let what?
Let your mother's son bow down to
So
you.
this is Jacob. He's saying, let your mother's sons bow down to you. Basically, he set Jacob over Esau, right? because Esau sold his birthright. This was the birthright of Esau. He said Jacob over Esau, but see what he gave him. He says the fatness of the earth. Now, when you see that, we're going to break down that fatness of the earth as well. And I need to grab my Strong's. But when you see that fatness of the earth, and then go jump down to verse 38.
Verse 38. And Esau said to his father, have you but one blessing, my father?
So is that the only blessing you're going to give? Do you have any more? Go ahead.
Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac, his father, answered and said to him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the Shamaim from above. And by your sword you shall live, and shall serve your brother, and it shall come to pass.
Okay, that's good right there. So we see 49 and 24. We see that fatness of the earth was part of Esau's blessing as well. That was part of Esau's blessing as well. So this is what a lot of people hit to try to state that this land belonged to the white man, like Quad brought out last week. But this earth is not talking about the whole earth, because the whole earth did not belong to Isaac. Only what Abraham gave to him that was given to Abraham by the Most High. So when you see how the land is split up, it was split up amongst Abraham's children. I mean, it was given to Isaac, and it was split up amongst Isaac's children. He gave a portion of it to Esau and a portion of it to Jacob. The fatness of the land that was his possession. Now we're going to read what this fatness is. H49:24.
H49:24. Marshman from 8080. Fat. Literally or abstractly fatness, but usually figurative and concrete. A rich dish.
A what?
A rich dish.
Uh-huh.
A fertile field.
Uh-huh.
A robust man. Fat. Oneness. And a place.
Okay, so this is talking about, in this context, being fatness of the land, is talking about a land that's rich, like, you know what I mean? What did it say? A fertile field, right? And I'm going to show you that just real quick. Go to Numbers 20 and verse 14.
The book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith your brother Israel, you know all the travail that has befallen us.
So you know everything that happened to us, right? Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. Let us pass, I pray you, through your country. We will not pass through the fields.
We will not go through your fields. Go ahead.
Nor through your vineyards.
Through your vineyards.
Neither will we drink of the water of the wells.
The waters in your wells.
We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left.
So this is what that was meant by the fatness of the land. He had fields, vineyards, wells with water in them. So this was Esau's portion. And I'm going to show you that too. Let's go to Deuteronomy 2. But that was Esau's portion. It was a good land. That was part of his blessing that he was given by Isaac, which was given to Isaac by Abraham. So it wasn't the whole earth. It was just a portion that was given to Isaac. So he split it up amongst his two sons. Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 1. Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as Yahuwah spake unto me, and we compassed Mount Seir.
Compassed where?
Mount Seir, many days. And Yahuwah spake to me, saying, you have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward, and command you the people, saying, you are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take you good heed to yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them.
Don't mess with them. Go ahead.
For I will not give you of their land.
I will not give you what?
Of their land.
Of their land.
No, not so much as a foot
Not
breadth.
even a piece. Go ahead.
Because I have given Mount Seir to Esau for a possession.
So that was the land that was given to Esau to possess. Mount Seir, right? That was his portion.
So Again, this is not talking about the whole world,
Right.
only a portion. Now let's go back to that Genesis 27. Pick it up at verse 39. 38. Pick it up at 38.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27, and verse 38. And Esau said to his father, have you but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said to him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the Shamaim from above. And by the sword you shall live.
By the sword you shall live. We covered it last week. Go ahead.
And shall serve your brother.
Serve thy brother. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, when you shall have the dominion.
When you shall have what?
When you shall have the dominion.
So right here, I need you to get that out. Get that dominion. So again, when you just read this in English, it'll mislead you to believe that it's talking about them being over the children of Israel. Because a lot of when we bringing this stuff out, they keep saying, well, we got a whole nother captivity to go through. We got to know a whole nother captivity to go through, but they not going into these words. That's how they getting misled. So let's show you what this is actually talking about. When it says this dominion right here.
Okay, this word for dominion is rude. A primitive root, to tramp about, i.e. to ramble.
To tramp about, to ramble. We know if you go into this thing, you'll see that they were nomads.
Right.
Go ahead.
To tramp about, to ramble, free or disconsolate.
Free or disconsolate. That word is talking about them being of a lowly and a sad state. Because the children of Israel had a yoke on them. Not only the children of Israel, we're going to find out there was a lot of people. What was the number for that?
7,300.
7,300. Now, the word that they think actually applies to this, let's go to Genesis 1. Even though it says that dominion right there, let's get Genesis 1 and verse 26.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion.
Let them have what?
Let them have dominion.
Let them have dominion. Look that one up. Let's see this dominion. And this is the dominion that they think is going on with Esau in Genesis chapter 27. Read this.
So that's 87287. Radah, to tread down, i.e. to subjugate, to crumble off, to come to, make to.
So this one right here is showing you to subjugate, to be in control of somebody, which is what he gave Adam, the dominion of the earth. That one over there is not talking about that when you go into Genesis 27, verse 40. It's not talking about having dominion over these people, over us. They never had it. If Esau ever had it, he would have been killed us off. This is why he's telling us in Matthew 24 about he got to shorten the days. Because when they do finally get the position to do it, they're going to try to get rid of everybody. So it's been put out there that Esau is the big bad wolf and he's destroying everybody. But let's walk through scripture and see. Let's walk through scripture and see, is he really the big bad wolf and been doing all these things? Let's go to 2 Samuel